Good morning, viewers. Thank you very much for joining us here on Times Now. I'm Hina Gambhir. Let's cut across to the Parliament. Rajya Sabha as well as Lok Sabha both have started. Let's see what's happening there. Okay, so things are looking calm, at least this morning. It is the 5th day of the monsoon session of Parliament, and we are hoping that there is going to be some constructive business during the day, because last 4 days, clearly the session has been a complete washout. All 4 days we have seen adjournments after adjournments due to NEET paper leak protest and the opposition's sloganeering. Opposition MPs have been storming the well of the House every single day. Since the monsoon session of Parliament started, opposition also has upped the ante, and opposition is now adamant on its demand, that is of resignation of Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. In fact, government yesterday said that it is ready for discussions on NEET paper leak issue. Let's listen into what's happening in Lok Sabha. Okay, we'll get you the update from there, but things are looking calm. It's a Friday. We'll have to see whether there is going to be something constructive in the Parliament today or not. Mohit Bhatt is joining us live right now for more on this. Mohit, good morning. Yesterday, there were a couple of meetings with the Lok Sabha Speaker involving Home Minister Amit Shah as well. Are we likely to see some work finally happening in the Parliament in this monsoon session?
Well, as of now, as we speak, again, the ruckus has started in Lok Sabha. Now, the Lok Sabha Speaker, there was some obituary reference. Everybody was in silence for that. But as soon as that got over, again, we see that how the opposition members are raising slogans inside the Parliament. While when you talk about Rajya Sabha, there are important papers that are being tabled. So while that is being done, we do not usually see ruckus. But after that, we see ruckus by the opposition parties. And in Lok Sabha, the ruckus has started. Now, clearly, the opposition parties, just before the parliament session started, they were protesting at the gate of at the Parliament gate, and where the opposition parties clearly made one demand, that there has to be resignation from Dharmendra Pradhan. After that, we will have debate and discussion in the Parliament. Now, the government extended an olive branch towards the protesters and the opposition.
Mohit, I'm just interrupting you there. Please stay on with us. Let's cut across to Lok Sabha.
Shriman V. Somana ji, on behalf of Shriman Ravneet Singh ji.
Respected sir, on behalf of my colleague Shri Ravneet Singh, I rise to lay on the table.
सदन नहीं चलाना चाहते, सदन की कार्रवाई आज 12 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है.
So again, the same story being repeated today as well as monsoon session of Parliament is concerned. Amid sloganeering by opposition MPs, Lok Sabha proceedings have been adjourned till 12 o'clock. Ruckus, in fact, can be seen in both houses of the Parliament. Let's also cut across once to Rajya Sabha and see what's happening there.
महिला एवं बाल विकास मंत्रालय के अनुदान मांगे 2025-26 के संबंध में 365वें प्रतिवेदन में अंतर्विष्ट सिफारिशों समुक्तियों पर सरकार द्वारा की गई कार्रवाई संबंधी 379वां प्रतिवेदन, शिक्षा मंत्रालय के स्कूल शिक्षा और साक्षरता विभाग के राष्ट्रीय अध्यापक शिक्षा परिषद NCETE के कार्यकारिणी की समीक्षा तथा राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति 2020 द्वारा शिक्षकों की क्षमता विकास पर दिए गए विशेष बल के आलोक में.
All right, so at least Rajya Sabha is functioning, but Lok Sabha, the lower house of the Parliament, viewers, has been adjourned till 12 o'clock amid ruckus and uproar that we saw this morning. And Pragya, my colleague, is joining us on the phone line for more on this. Pragya, Lok Sabha, we saw the story was same as yesterday. Amid uproar, the Lok Sabha got adjourned. We can see that Rajya Sabha is still functioning. But what is going to be government strategy now? Because Prime Minister's assurances came yesterday. Then there was a midnight message also that came from the Prime Minister's side. The government appears to be making all the right moves, but what next? How will this deadlock in Parliament end?
Well, government keeps on reaching out to various opposition parties. there are two ways to go about it. How to have a smooth functioning of parliament. First, you keep reaching out to opposition parties, and you also break away some of their factions who are ready to have debate over NEET examination, or if there is some other agenda of theirs that can be discussed by the government, and this can be taken up in business advisory committee, and this way they can also be the other opposition parties can be satisfied, and this can isolate in its demand. Whatever its demand is, isolate Congress in its demand. Secondly, it passes all the important legislation amid the din, but it also informs the House. The government will inform the House whatever decision has been taken in the cabinet and what their intentions are, thereby exposing the opposition, which seems to be very sensitive about these students who are protesting and about the concerns of the well-being of the students. But government will also ensure that everyone will know, and they will keep that on record, that if they want serious debate, constructive debate on children's future, then they should come for the debate and not create ruckus in the House and disturb the parliamentary proceedings. So it can do both the things, and it will simultaneously get the legislation passed. This is very important because the business has to be conducted in the House. For that, Parliament is sitting. So we can see some of the legislation being passed in the next week of this monsoon session.
Okay. Stay on with us, Pragya. In fact, the political battle over the paper leak issue is now intensifying both inside and outside the parliament. Despite Prime Minister Modi's assurance and centre's outreach, opposition remains firm on its demand for the resignation of Union Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan, with both sides refusing to yield. The big question is whether the parliament will be allowed to function today or not, or is there going to be another day of disruption? And viewers, after almost a month of nationwide protest and hunger strikes, the central government has made the biggest attempt yet to defuse the paper leak crisis. And the first breakthrough is finally here. One, of course, climate activist Sonam Wangchuk has ended his 26-day hunger strike. He did so in the presence of Union Ministers JP Nadda and Dr. Jitendra Singh. And at the same time, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, gave a midnight message to the students of this country. Listen.
Friends, मैं जानता हूं कि पेपर लीक ये कोई मामूली विषय नहीं है। लाखों विद्यार्थी और उनके अभिभावकों के लिए बहुत ही पीड़ादायक है, और इसलिए पेपर लीक घटना से अब तक पिछले 2.5 महीनों में अनेक विध कदम उठाए गए, गुनहगारों को पकड़ा गया है, वे जेल में पड़े हैं। हमारा सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जिम्मा था कि विद्यार्थियों का 1 वर्ष बर्बाद न हो। तत्काल परीक्षाएं लेना बहुत जरूरी था। सरकार ने अभी पूरी शक्ति का उपयोग करके कम से कम समय में 22 लाख जितने विद्यार्थियों के एग्जाम हो जाए, इसका प्रबंध किया। और अभी 5-6 दिन पहले 19 तारीख को रिजल्ट भी आ गया, और देश भर में उत्तीर्ण हो गए विद्यार्थियों की खुशियों की खबरें भी आ रही हैं। लेकिन हम वहां पर संतोष मानने वाले लोगों में से नहीं है, और इसलिए
So that was Prime Minister Narendra Modi's midnight message for the young people in this country, and he's once again assured that the strict action is going to be taken against those involved in paper leak. So that was his message to paper leak mafia as well, that their time is now up. Let me now go across to my colleague Sabyasachi, who's joining us live right now on what happened in the parliament. So Sabyasachi, earlier it was Lok Sabha, and now even Rajya Sabha has been adjourned till 12 o'clock.
Well, that's right. See, both the houses have been adjourned in the parliament, and it was on the expected lines because several of the reactions coming in from the opposition parties, right from Lok Sabha Leader of Opposition Mr. Rahul Gandhi or Rajya Sabha Leader of Opposition Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, several other opposition parties, they in fact have drawn the red line. They want the resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan. They want the union government to apologize, and then only there would be a discussion as far as the NEET paper leak issue is concerned. Now, after the reaction came in from Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday, a lot of the opposition parties and their leaders have called for more action. On one hand, the central government had said that we are going to bring a bill on Monday itself. There will be discussion on this bill which will impose more stricter punishment as far as paper leak is concerned. But the opposition says that we do not have problem with the bill, but we have problem with the intent of the central government. And the opposition sources tell us that in 2024 also similar kind of bill was brought in by the central government. But if the central government decides to bring the bill on Monday itself, the opposition parties are going to study the bill and later they would give their acknowledgement whether they are ready for discussion or not. So under these circumstances, the central government does have a pass. They can issue the ordinance, a special ordinance, and through which they can pass the bill, because central government says that our priority right now are the students and the youth. So under any given circumstances, the bill will be passed on Monday itself.
Right. Stay on with us, Sabyasachi. We have some more breaking inputs as well coming in at this point in time, and sources are telling Times Now that the government, viewers, is seriously considering a proposal to form a high-powered commission on NEET of 10 VCs from different universities. And this is very, very significant move. Government's big action amid protest. Centre is mulling a high-powered NEET panel. Pragya joining us live right now for more on this. Pragya, give us more details as far as this particular proposal is concerned. A high-powered NEET panel is something. The idea behind it and what exactly is it going to do?
Well, this is still under the consideration stage. We are given to understand that there could be a high-powered committee also that can be announced by the government. But I am underlining that this is still under the consideration stage, where there could be 10 or more VCs from across the country, east, west, north, south, so that no region will feel that they have not been represented in that particular meeting. And in fact, the mandate of that particular committee can be to review the examination system and policy regarding NEET. So what we're given to understand that this is specifically for the NEET examination, and this could be one of the announcement. If government finalizes it, government is still considering it, but if government finalizes it, this could be one of the announcements that can be made by government, which is going to be very huge considering everyone is asking for the reforms in the NEET examination system.
Right, clearly. So government is now taking a number of measures, and this clearly is a proposal at this point in time that Pragya was telling us about. Government is now seriously considering a proposal to form a high-powered commission on NEET of 10 VCs from different universities. The idea is to review NEET exam system as well as policy. Also, Pragya, can you help us understand what can be expected in the parliament today? Even though both houses have been adjourned, there is a cabinet meeting that's expected. Also, the focus is going to be on what happens in Constitution Club today. But in the parliament, to end the logjam, is there going to be a fresh attempt from the government side to have a conversation with the opposition?
Well, government on its own is reaching out to the various opposition political parties, and in fact, they have spoken to each and every party. Mr. Om Birla, who is Speaker Lok Sabha, he has also met opposition political parties. But given the fact that they are adamant on resignation of Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, and it has become a political agenda for at least Congress and Samajwadi Party, it looks like that government will keep on reaching out to these opposition parties, mellowing their stance down, at least agreeing them for a debate on NEET. If they agree or not is a separate matter, but the reach out will continue from the government side.
Right. Pragya, stay on with us. In fact, let's also listen into some political reaction that we've got from Parliament.
प्रधानमंत्री जी जितनी बातें वो या तो ट्वीट कर रहे हैं, लेकिन अगर ट्वीट की जगह उन्हें क्विट करा देते हैं कैबिनेट से तो ज़्यादा बेहतर होता है। एक कार्रवाई, जनता कार्रवाई चाहती है, हम कार्रवाई चाहते हैं, और जो पूरे प्रकरण के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा दोषी हैं वो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी हैं। धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी के बारे में वो चुप्पी साध लेते हैं। अगर वो कार्रवाई करते तो ये नौबत नहीं आती। और इनकी असंवेदनशीलता ये तब से सामने आ रही है। 2 साल पहले से जब लगातार राहुल गांधी जी इन बातों को सदन में, सदन के बाहर भी उन्होंने उठाया, तो उसमें उन्होंने चुप्पी साध ली। और जब सारे प्रकरण इतने हो गए हैं तो अब वो ट्वीट करते हैं और वो आश्वस्त करते हैं। लेकिन आश्वस्त के जगह अगर कार्रवाई होती तो मैं समझता हूँ ज्यादा बेहतर होता।
कल रात को 12 बजे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने एक वीडियो जारी करके पूरे देश को कहा कि पेपर लीक मामलों के लिए फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट बनाने के लिए सोमवार को संसद में एक कानून लाया जाएगा। प्रधानमंत्री जी का ये आश्वासन कितना खोखला और कितना झूठा है, ये कल ही साबित हो गया। 1:30 बजे पीटीआई की खबर आई कि सीबीआई ने कोर्ट में बोला है कि संजीव मुखिया निर्दोष है। सीबीआई ने बोला कि संजीव मुखिया के खिलाफ कोई सबूत नहीं मिला। सीबीआई ने बोला कि संजीव मुखिया को छोड़ दिया जाए। तो अगर संजीव मुखिया मास्टरमाइंड नहीं है सीबीआई के हिसाब से, तो मास्टरमाइंड कौन है? अगर आपकी सीबीआई आप कोर्ट में सबूत ही पेश नहीं करेंगे तो इन फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट्स का क्या अहमियत है प्रधानमंत्री जी?
So viewers, you just heard the political reactions. Let's also take you through what has happened in the last 24 hours. In fact, there was a video message that was released by Prime Minister Narendra Modi around midnight. And Prime Minister Modi described paper leaks not an ordinary issue and said his government will introduce a bill this week to further tighten the legal framework against examination fraud. Prime Minister, in fact, remember yesterday had also announced setting up a fast-track courts to ensure speedy trials in paper leak cases and had also promised that every individual involved in compromising students' futures would face strict punishment. A lot of developments, in fact, have taken place since midnight, and this was the Prime Minister's message. And then we also got an update on climate activist Sonam Wangchuk as well, who finally ended his 26-day hunger strike. And when he, in fact, ended his hunger strike, in the visuals that we got, there was Union Minister JP Nadda, and next to him was also, there was MOS PMO Dr. Jitendra Singh, and Prime Minister Modi also urged him to follow medical advice and regain his health. But the opposition clearly is not convinced. We had a reaction coming in from Sonia Gandhi as well. Sonia Gandhi said students have demanded accountability and educational reforms, but Modi government has responded to their courage with cowardice and cruelty, treating them not as inheritors of the future, but as enemies of the nation. So clearly, war of words is intensifying. The measures by the government, clearly, it seems, are not enough for the opposition. But now all eyes are going to be on what happens in the meeting between CJP and government. Now, viewers, a major breakthrough, like I told you just now, has come in the ongoing paper leak case. In fact, activist Sonam Wangchuk has ended his 26-day hunger strike after marathon negotiations with the centre. Breaking his fast in the presence of Union Ministers JP Nadda and Dr. Jitendra Singh, Sonam Wangchuk said that he agreed to call off his fast following cross-party appeals from MPs to avoid any possibility of violence, while adding that he will soon reveal the terms of the agreement. Prime Minister Modi wished him a speedy recovery as well.
बल्कि दे देते इस्तीफा तो कब से उनका ये सारा नुकसान रुक जाता। क्या कहेंगे, एक तरह का बार्गेन चल रहा था कि मुझे आश्वासन चाहिए और लिखित में चाहिए। So with that being fulfilled, I am grateful and I will be happy to break my fast. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I have my leaders from the apex body of Ladakh and the KBA were also here, and they have flown all the way from Ladakh.
Just sit down with me.
And Nitanji, you have always been by my side and support, and I don't want to thank you, but express my feelings as well.
Just sit up.
So you saw the visuals there, viewers, coming in. Now, that was the moment when climate activist Sonam Wangchuk finally ended his fast, and he ended his 26 26-day hunger strike after marathon negotiations with the centre. Shefali is now joining us on the broadcast. More on this. Shefali, can you give us a sense of what went behind the scenes? Because the pictures that we saw this morning, that we all woke up to this morning, clearly were very encouraging. Finally, Sonam Wangchuk has ended his 26-day hunger strike. His health condition was deteriorating as well. But what happened behind the scenes? How did the government manage to achieve this?
Mr. Wangchuk has also said the same thing, that it took long deliberation and, long discussions, as many leaders across parties have reached out to him, have signed a letter asking him to, end this fast, where he was adamant on the demands that he has been proposing to the government. And now the government, we know that on 3 particular demands they're considering, and discussions will be held, where when JP Nadda and Jitendra Singh also were there were the letter which was read to him on what are the demands that they're agreeing to, while be it we talk about the peaceful protesters. They said that no action will be taken on the peaceful protesters at the Jantar Mantar site, while the other 2 demands, if we talk about, one was the compensation to the students, to the families of the students who committed suicide. Adequate amount will be given, although the compensation demand was of 1 crore rupees. So now what will come in the discussion is also to be seen. And lastly, about the discussion to be held in the parliament, where government also came on that front as well, speaking about that a draft will be prepared and will be tabled on parliament, a discussion will be held on Monday on this whole key issues. But the question remains that if the question of CJP is, what they're raising is that they need Dharmendra Pradhan resignation first before any discussion to take place.
Right.
So now there's a question also, because on these 3 demands, Dharmendra Pradhan name was not at all mentioned. Now CJP is adamant, saying that Dharmendra Pradhan must resign, while opposition parties are also raising the same issue. So how this whole thing will panel out, how this whole thing will be taken forward, is something to be seen.
All right. Thank you, Shefali, for the moment, for joining us with your inputs on the story. Heading into a very, very short break. We'll be back with lots more. Stay with us.